What's up, all you super shoppers out there? Welcome to the cheapest channel on YouTube, the place where we go find the absolute cheapest products possible and review them to see if they're any good or if they're really junk. So if this is the kind of content that you enjoy, don't forget to subscribe to the channel below. Click the little bell for notifications, that way you won't miss any of my new videos. This video is all about dollars. I bought 3 items for $1 each. Dress socks, super glue, and a chef knife. Will these 3 items stand up to my test? Let's go find out right now. Alright, so you guys might be wondering why I'm wearing safety goggles and why on earth I'm carrying a lighter. Listen, it's a little known secret. The best way to test dress socks is to light them on fire. Yes, listen, cheap socks light differently, they burn differently. We're gonna light these up right now and I'm gonna tell you if they're good or not. There it goes, guys. Alright, we're gonna look at the burn pattern here and we're gonna see how it burns. Alright guys, take a look at this. This is the aftermath. Now, see how it melted around the edges here? Cheap socks are made with very thin material and it's gonna burn very quickly. So these, after my test, are definitely cheap socks. Okay, so I feel like I should probably throw out a disclaimer for those of you that haven't seen my videos before. I'm a jokester, I love playing around. Obviously, that's not a real test method to see if your socks are quality. Please don't do that to your dress socks because it's not gonna show you anything, except it was fun to do. This is the real test. I'm gonna set this camera right here. We're gonna look at these socks. These are the ones I just bought, $1 for 1 pair, and we're gonna look at 3 different things. This is what I look for in socks. Okay, number 1, the length of the sock. The cheaper socks typically only come down to about here, below your calf. The more expensive socks, obviously they use more material, so it costs more money to make. They come up a little higher. These come almost over to the calf. So as far as length, they're great. Number 2, we want to look at the elastic band. This right here, the cheap socks, they don't hold up, and what happens is during the day after you wear them, they kind of end up like this, which is no fun if you're wearing dress pants. Now, the third and final thing, which by the way, this seems pretty good. It's nice and tight. It's a little bit thicker than the rest of the sock, which is good. Number 3, the material and the thickness. Cheaper socks are very thin and they don't last very long. These guys are pretty thin. And look, if you can see this right here, there's already a hole in it. I just bought these and just opened the package. So for me, I would not spend $1 on these. I would spend more money to get a better quality sock that's gonna last, and ultimately it's gonna be more comfortable, which at the end of the day, when you're wearing socks, comfort is important. So that's my quick review on the $1 socks. Let's move on to the super glue. So you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, he's outside and he's got his safety goggles on again. What is this guy gonna do? I can't stand to watch this anymore. But please, keep on watching. It's really not so bad, and maybe it's a little bit entertaining for some of you. At least, at the very least, guys, it's entertaining for me. And when you make YouTube videos, you don't expect 1 million people to watch. It's gotta be something you enjoy doing, and I love my videos, so hopefully you guys do too. But anyways, look, back to what we were doing with the super glue. What's the best way to test super glue? Say you're drinking a coffee. You get distracted, and this happens. Alright guys, so as funny as that sounded, it really is the best way to test super glue. So I've got my broken cup right here. I've got my $1 super glue. I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna try to put this thing back together. For your sake, I'm gonna time lapse this so it'll go a little faster. Alright guys, so I'm all done. I've got this glued together and it sat for about a minute or so. So let's take a look at it. It wasn't a clean break, obviously, so there's a lot of gaps and spaces in there. And this was also $1 that I picked up at the dollar store, Dollar Tree actually. So I'm not too worried about it. it's going to get tossed after this. We'll consider it a prop. But I'm trying to move this around here. This is ceramic. And it's stuck on there pretty good. Sorry if you can hear my dog drinking water in the background. He's very thirsty. Anyway, so look, if it can hold together on a cup like this, who cares? It's $1. This little guy works great. So, the moral of this one, don't spend money on brand names at Home Depot or wherever you go to get glue. Just go to the Dollar Tree, dollar store. You get $1 for Superglue. It works great. All right, moving on. Let's get to the best one. Knives. Okay, so for the knives, this was a tough one. I had to think, what's the best way to test a knife? And then it just came to me. Like a light bulb went off in my head. Now we're talking, guys. Knives and safety glasses. That's always a great combination. But what are we doing? All right, now wait just a minute before you think that I'm going to use Brie Larson's picture as target practice. Yeah, we're going to use Larson's picture as target practice. But let me throw a disclaimer. I have not seen Captain Marvel, okay? I heard it wasn't so great, but I will see it myself, so don't go sending me hate mail just yet. But for this, let's give it a shot. I'm probably not going to hit her anyways. Alright, so what did we learn from that? Number one, I have no future in knife throwing. I'm horrible at it. And number two, no, that's not the real test. We're going to sit down, we're going to look at the knife in detail right now, and then we're going to cut some raw chicken with it. That's going to be a really good test to see how well it performs. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Alright, so let's open this up and get a good look and feel at it and see if we have any first impressions. My first impression is that it's very light and it feels cheap, but you never know. I mean, look, is it something you're going to show off to your friends? No, but if it cuts well, who cares? All right, I'm going to go grab the chicken. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our raw chicken, we've got our $1 chef knife, and we're just going to make some cuts and see how it goes. Pretty smooth, guys. It cut through this like butter. Let's keep going. I'm sold, guys. This thing is pretty awesome. Like I said before, you're going to show it off to your friends. I mean, I know cutlery and knives, they're pretty trendy, and it's great having a really nice set. But if you're just looking for a knife that you need to use, this is awesome. So go to the dollar store, pick yourself up a knife for $1. And save yourself a ton of money. Well, there you have it, guys. 3 products, $1 each, tried and tested. But now the most important part are the dollars and cents. Did you save any money? And is it economical to buy certain products that are only $1? So let's do some quick comparisons. We paid $1 for the socks. I did a quick search on Amazon, and the cheapest pair of socks. Now you can't buy them with one pair at a time. You have to buy them in pairs of 6, which is the cheapest that I found. And it comes out to $2.50 per pair. However, we decided that the socks were not worth it because the material just was too thin. It already had a hole in it. They're poorly made and they probably wouldn't last very long. So let's cross the socks off the list. Next we had the Superglue. Again, $1. I did a quick search on Amazon. Crazy Glue is $2.99. Gorilla Glue is $2.50. So by buying the cheap glue, you saved $1.50 at a minimum, and it's worth it because the glue worked just fine. And lastly, the chef knife. We paid $1. Quick search on Amazon. The next cheapest knife was $6.78. So by buying the $1 knife, you're saving $5.78. So the total savings today is $8.28. Not a bad savings, guys, and it adds up over time. So thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate everyone's support. So from all of us here at the Cheapest channel on YouTube, we'll see you again next time.